You know, we always think natural products are going to be harmless. Juniper is a natural product. This week's video was supposed to be a side-by-side comparison of two hot new foundations, the new Hourglass Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation and the new Dior Forever Hydra Nude. However, that all changed when I woke up like this. As you can see, my skin is very, very red. It feels extremely dry. It actually feels sensitive to the touch. So today I'm going to explain exactly how I damaged my skin's precious moisture barrier, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how I plan to heal it. So here's what happened. You know, I do not have particularly sensitive skin. In fact, this is the very first time that something like this has actually happened to me. Anyway, last night was exfoliation night, which I do about 2 or 3 times a week. And on exfoliation night, I skip all of my actives, no tretinoin or any other serums. And last night, I used one of my favorite exfoliating toners, the Edam Cashmere Peel Gentle Exfoliating AHA/PHA Toner. This has gluconolactone, which is a polyhydroxy acid, which is even gentler than an alpha hydroxy acid, and it also contains lactic acid, which is the gentlest of the alpha hydroxy acids. I have used this many times and found it to be a very gentle chemical exfoliating toner. In fact, I even recommend this for sensitive skin types. Here's where I made my mistake. On exfoliation nights, I like to use a very rich cream such as my Dermatology Barrier Repair Mask, which is empty. I'm also out of my In Beauty Project Extreme Cream. I did think about using my Dermatology Soothe and Recovery Cream, and oh my gosh, I so wish I had used this. But I was looking for something a little more occlusive. So I dug through my PR box and I pulled out, what is this? True Botanicals Shibboleth Extreme Cream. This is a high-end luxury, $110 natural cream loaded with beautiful oils such as marula, rosehip, avocado, and jojoba. And I must say, it did feel really, really beautiful going on my skin last night. However, when I woke up this morning, even before I got out of bed, I knew immediately something was wrong. And one look in the mirror and yikes, my skin was extremely red and swollen, and it felt really, really tight and dry. Now it has been a couple of hours, so the swelling has come down a little just by virtue of gravity. Thank goodness I only used one new skincare product last night. So I did a deeper dive into the True Botanicals ingredient list, and I very quickly discovered the culprit. In addition to the lovely marula, jojoba, and rosehip seed oils, this also contains not one, but 2 different juniper oils. Now, years and years ago, as a gardener, I discovered that anytime I brushed up against a juniper plant, I could get a pretty severe contact dermatitis. So this is on me. Not only did I completely forget I'm allergic to juniper, but I did not study the ingredient list closely enough. Mistake number 2, I did not do a patch test, which I always advise you to do. Clearly, this is a case of do as I say, not as I do. Oh my gosh, can you hear that wind? It has completely clouded over. It's not even 12 noon yet. I think we're getting a blizzard, so I did have to adjust my studio lighting a little bit. Anyway, this is clearly an allergic reaction, which has also compromised my skin's precious moisture barrier. Now, our skin's moisture barrier is composed of ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids that create a seal to keep toxins and irritants out and moisture in. When our skin's moisture barrier becomes compromised, it becomes sort of leaky, for lack of a better word, allowing toxins and irritants in, creating inflammation, and can really wreak havoc on the overall health of our skin. Without appropriate intervention, this becomes a self-perpetuating cycle, and it can get worse very, very quickly. So please, if this happens to you, please consult a dermatologist. Because I am so sure of the culprit, I am going to try a few things at home before consulting a dermatologist. So this is another do as I say, not as I do. So this is my plan. I already took some Benadryl this morning, which should help tamp down that allergic reaction. Now, all of the advice on moisture barrier repair says to stop all skincare, even cleansers. However, I really wanted to get that juniper oil off my skin, so this morning I did a very gentle cleanse with Prequels, the cleanser. This is a gentle glycerin-based cleanser that is approved by both the National Eczema Association and the National Rosacea Society, so super, super gentle. After this initial cleanse, I will only use water to cleanse my skin, at least until the irritation subsides. I'm going to be even more dedicated to my MAYSAMA Prana red light therapy mask. In addition to the anti-aging benefits that I've talked about many times, in fact, I will link a video below that goes into much more detail on all the many benefits of this mask. But for today's purposes, I know that red light therapy is anti-inflammatory and it helps with wound healing, which is exactly what my skin needs right now. Now, normally before I use my mask, I will pre-treat my skin with MAYSAMA's Green Rooibos Press Serum. But because all the advice says to skip all actives and all skincare, I am going to skip my serum for at least a few days. I am going to put my glasses on and use the remote to set my program. I'm going to use red plus near infrared, and I'm going to select it for the recommended 6 minutes. And let's get this healing started. Now, I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, but after just 6 minutes of red plus near infrared light, I really do feel like the redness has come down significantly. Love this mask. For at least the next several days, the only topicals I'm going to be using on my skin, one is Prequels Skin Utility Ointment, which is a petrolatum-based product designed to soothe, moisturize, protect, and repair the moisture barrier. But I just have this little tiny trial size. So hopefully by the time I run out of this, my skin will be ready for Dermatologgy's Soothe and Recovery Cream, which is also very gentle, loaded with ceramides, and really nice soothers such as allantoin and dimethicone. Let me get some of this Prequel product on right away. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be very generous. Even though it's petrolatum based, it doesn't feel overly heavy and greasy. Oh my gosh. This is exactly what my skin needed. My skin actually feels like sandpaper. You know, when your moisture barrier is impaired, we get a lot of transepidermal moisture loss. So this petrolatum product can help seal in moisture and reduce the transepidermal moisture loss. Oh my gosh, I'm going to put a little bit more on. I'll probably run out of this pretty quickly. I do think that some Targets are now selling Prequel skincare products, so I may have to take a trip to Target. Now, I also noticed my neck got very inflamed, so I am going to put some red light therapy on my neck as well. Okay. In summary, until my skin is back to normal, my plan is, number 1, cleanse my skin with water only. Number 2, be diligent with my red light therapy mask. And number 3, the only topicals that I will be using on my skin is my Prequel Utility Ointment or my Dermatology Soothe and Recovery Cream. No actives, no topicals, no cleansers, no SPF. I will need to use a hat if I'm going outside, and no makeup until my skin is healed. Now, I am hoping to get my skin healed as quickly as possible because I'm actually going to Mexico in just 5 days. So I will document the process this week, and hopefully I will have a positive update for you in next week's video. Keep toxins and irritants out, which is also very soothing. It is loaded with peptides, not peptides. And rosehip, marula, jojoba. This is a glycerin-based cleanser that is love. I cannot speak highly enough. Love this mask.